What is this? Japan halts funding for the UN panel. Japan will halt funding for United Nations panel on women's rights. The Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women, following the panel's repeated demands for Japan to undergo reforms that would allow female monarch on its throne. According to Japanese laws and traditions, only males can ascend to the chrysanthemum throne, I think that's how I say it, which the UN panel claims is a form of discrimination against women. It is. I mean, undoubtedly it is. Japan's responded by filing a formal protest to the UN, canceling a planned visit to Japan, and CEDAW members scheduled sometime for this year are now the funding with the withdrawal. Well, I think this kind of makes sense, right? Why does Japan want to, fund something and support something that's categorizing it as bad and trying to like punish it and demand that it change its culture, right? I mean, at the end of the day, Japan is an independent country. That we don't really have any control that we can, exercise on them to do something. If the people in Japan want to change this, like, I think it's stupid that a woman can't be on the throne, but that's my opinion. I'm an American. So, like, that my vote for what happens in Japan doesn't matter a whole lot, right? And so that's how I see it. The UN is not the law, right? Yeah, well, it's not the law, but you really going to give somebody money so they can talk shit about you? Fuck that, man. Absolutely not. No, it makes a lot of sense to me. That's how I see it, and I think that's what would make sense to a lot of people. Yeah, it's definitely not stupid. Culture is still a culture, even if it's backwards. Well, the thing is, like, y'all know my opinions about certain cultures, right? But like at the end of the day, you don't really have the authority to go and say what somebody else is or isn't allowed to do, right? Like, because I can have my opinion, and that's fine, but at the end of the day, like, that stops whenever I have to tell other people what to do, right? And that's really what the difference is. So, yeah, if some people want to do things differently, that's up to them. And the correct term is we stop funding the Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women within the United Nations, which is a feminist organization. Yeah, why would they want to fund something that is negative about them? Like, yeah, why would they do that? Like, really, I mean, you just think about this, like, just logically, like, just for 3 seconds. Why would you want to give a bunch of people money just so they can talk shit about you? Like, it's weird. And so, of course, that's not going to happen. Source of the tweet, same idiots that wanted to censor anime and manga. Wait, what? Wait, hold up. So, this same council wants to censor anime? It further recommended effectively existing legal measures to monitor programs to adjust the production and distribution of pornography, video games, and animation products that reinforce discriminatory gender stereotypes and reinforce sexual violence against women and girls. Wait a minute. So Japan stopped giving these people money? Fucking based. Thank God. Yes. Thank fucking God. I just right. Yeah. This is like, because I was like, oh yeah, this is kind of dumb. Japan does this, but it's their culture. No, bro. Nope. Massive, unilateral, undisputable Japan W. Thank fucking God. Put these people back on fucking, put them back on DoorDash, put them back on Uber, and get them out of telling other people what to do with their fucking life, man. That's what I think. Thank God. Thank God this shit is happening. Yes. I'm so glad. And Japan is making sure that it does not happen. And so anyway, yeah, it looks like it's not going to be a problem. It's not going to happen. And it looks like this CEDAW is going to be C-dead pretty soon. And I think not a moment too soon. They're trying to co-opt Japanese culture, push their agenda that is delusional, wrong, and also just completely disrespectful to their culture, Japanese culture. So fuck them. Fuck them. And I hope that more people defund them as well, and eventually they can go back to, as I said before, doing DoorDash or putting the fries in the bag. But I think even that for them would probably be a little bit too much. So thank God. Thank God. What a good day. So I think this is great, and I honestly, like, the U.S. should do the same thing. I think we should immediately get rid of this bullshit, right? Because, like, you want to talk about women's rights, like, that's fine, but you want to talk about anime? Then get the fuck out of here. And it's just going to be a Trojan horse for them to put in their own fucking dumb opinions, man. It's just, this causes violence with extra steps. Yeah. I mean, like, I just think that, like, I feel like a lot of guys, and this is mainly a guy thing, I feel like a lot of guys, we've let ourselves be tone policed by, neurotic, middle-aged, fat Karens, like, for like the last, like, 10, 15 years. And I think we need to put our foot down. We need to say this is enough. Like, we've had enough of this fucking shit. Like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of getting, you know, like, in trouble, having people get mad at me for saying something the wrong way, or saying a joke something, or being aggressive in a certain way. Like, I'm tired of this shit. It's annoying, bro. Well, yeah, here we go. Yeah, so we got to bring this back right here. Silvio Berlusconi, I don't know how to say his name, says immigrants not welcome, but beautiful girls can stay. Hey, there it is. That's right. And he died last year. Wait, what? But memes are still around? Okay, y'all gotta replace him with somebody that says the same thing then. Yeah, this guy's a legend. Go build a statue of this guy. This guy's a wizard. I really think that there's a, you know, like, we really got to bring this shit back. It's that these Karens want to cancel masculinity completely. A lot of the people that are trying to push for, I think, a lot of feminist stuff are just basically people that have had bad experiences, women that have had bad experiences with men. And instead of actually thinking to themselves, like, maybe I just had a bad experience with one man, they try to take on and demonize the entire group of men and habits and behaviors that men do as a whole, such as, you know, being aggressive, playing video games, you know, having, like, raunchy conversations, etc. These are just Karens, right? It's Karens that, you know, like, their boyfriend ignored them for video games, and so now they want to regulate video games, right? Like, that's basically it. Or they ignored them for anime. It's like, oh, my boyfriend likes the anime girl better than I do. Well, I wonder why, you know? And so that's it. And most people condemn men over masculinity, never experience positive masculinity. Yeah, I think that's a great point. Yeah, that's actually a really, really, really great point. Let's see here. Asmon on Turkish television. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Is this real? Oh my god. Look at this. Mining nose. Wait. Oh, and they're talking about the kid picking his nose, or? Oh no, Mr. Worldwide. I guess so, man. It's really fucking crazy. And wow. So I'm on the Turkish news now. Okay. Well, that's interesting. That's really cool. Did they just use your footage? What's the context of this? Honestly, if these news stations listen. If the news station's over there, this is what they should do, right? Because, like, obviously they might have trouble finding people. Just rebroadcast my stream. Just rebroadcast it on national television, and that way everybody will be able to watch, and there won't be any problems, right? And I'll just solve the problem. That they can just replace me with, like, whatever the news station is. It'll probably be an improvement anyway. So, yeah, I don't really see the problem with that at all.